behind me is the secret strategy that millionaires are using to get clients. And I know this because in the last 6 years of being a content creator, I've been lucky to create for, interview, and be in proximity to 30 plus multi-millionaire entrepreneurs. And the funny thing is, almost all of them are using a similar, if not the exact strategy that I'm gonna be walking through in this video. And you're gonna walk away from this video with a game plan to scale your business and create the freedom that you desire. This is a video you want to take notes because where you are right now is based on the decision that you made 6 months ago. So if you want to be in a different spot than where you are now, then make the decision right now to take notes and to use this strategy to actually scale your business and your life. I'm telling you, it's going to be game changing. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. This strategy is by far the simplest and most cost-effective way that I've seen in my 6 years of doing this to actually get clients coming to you. And this is the strategy. It all starts on the first step. You need to be seen. Imagine you are an all-star dodgeball player. You rock at dodgeball. And what do? How do you tell people that you are an all-star dodgeball player? Do you run around and tell people, or do you join a team and show them that you are a pro? Well, I think you know the answer. You would show them you are a pro. And that is why the very first step in this strategy is to actually show them that you're a pro. But how? How do we show them that we're a pro inside of our content? Well, the best way to show people that we are a pro is to set ourselves up on something we call stages. So if you think to the last book you read, how did you discover that author? If they're like an older author, then I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about new authors, people coming out with books right now. How were they launching best-selling books? The answer is they go on stages. And what are stages? Stages are podcasts. Stages are workshops. Stages are, well, stages. Stages are anything that puts you in a spotlight to be an authority. So the quickest and easiest way to get seen as a pro dodgeball player or as a pro accountant or pro video professional is to go on stages, to be on podcast workshop and actual stages, speaking, showing people that you have subject matter expertise. And this is the first prompt. This is the first prompt of the strategy to get seen, is to go on stages. Right? So how do you do that? Well, you can pitch them. You can go and actually message different podcasts and say, I'd like to be on your show. I want to talk about XYZ. Show some credibility, of course, right? But the more stages you can go, the more podcasts you go, you're introducing yourself to little pockets, little markets, and all of a sudden you'll see that your social media, your brand presence, your demand will start to grow. Why? Because of stages. Now, this flows into step 2 of the prompt, which I'm going to show you right here. Now, people know you, right? They've seen you. What is the natural progression? They see you. What do? They go check out your social media, right? They want to see who you are. They want to see what you're about. So why are they doing that? Why are they going to your social media? Is because they're building trust. What millionaires understand is that the more time someone spends with you, the more trust they have. Google came out with a study that actually showed it takes 7 hours across 11 touch points in 4 different locations for, on average, a customer to buy a product online. This is the trust formula. What is this telling us? 7 hours of content. This should blow your mind because so many of us are only creating like 1 video a month or a few videos, a week, and those videos are like 1 minute long. So how are you going to reach 7 hours with 1 minute videos? They are actually focusing on content that builds trust, but they're focusing on content to actually spend more time with them. This is the important factor. okay? It's not just any content, it's very specific content. The reason why I'm posting this YouTube video is because I could easily share you the 3 prompts, the 3-step process that these millionaires are taking on an Instagram reel or a TikTok, and it would be easy. I just give you the 3 steps. But you're not spending enough time with me to get the essence of who I am, to get to know me, to get to like me, and to get to trust me. And so this content's very important that you do this. So this is the second stage in the strategy to get clients to come to you. You go on stages, and then you create content that builds trust. And how I look at it is always the 80-20 rule. 20% of your effort will give you 80% of your results. So what I want to do with content, in the beginning, we don't know what this 20% is yet. In the beginning, we needed to flip it on its head and do 80-20. So 80% of the time, whatever I'm trying to grow, I'm focusing that. And what that's gonna give me is the top 20% that my actual audience wants. So that's a quick little hack on to know what type of content to post, like Instagram content, YouTube content, LinkedIn, whatever. It's a little hack. Now, the third and most important thing in this strategy, if you don't do this, it doesn't matter if you follow the first 2 steps, it won't work. It's not gonna work without this third thing. And so to illustrate it, right, I wanna make another analogy. I want you to imagine you have a lemonade stand. Some lemonade, lemonade, come get your lemonade. You're preaching, you're on the sidewalk, hey, come get your lemonade, 25-cent lemonade. It's a hot day and no one's coming to you. No one's coming to your lemonade stand, nada, zip, crickets. That's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is the opposite. Lemonade stand is popping, okay? People are lining up. People can't wait to have your lemonade. It's the best lemonade, but you run out of lemons, or you don't have enough change, or someone finds a fly in your cup, something like that, right? It's an extreme example, but what I'm trying to say is when you're doing this strategy and you are increasing, you're on stages, you're increasing your reach, and then you're increasing your trust through various different content, and then all of a sudden, now what happens? They're dissatisfied. Why? Because your system failed or lack thereof. The biggest difference between you and I and the millionaires that I have worked with, have interviewed, and just been around, they all have systems. They all have systems. Systems are the glue. We do not rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems and our habits. Systems is an acronym for saving yourself time, energy, and money. And without this, you will always be on a hamster wheel. You'll always be chasing clients and you'll never have them chase you. You'll never have that lineup and have the feeling of demand of people wanting your product and you don't have enough means to fulfill it. Without this thing, you will not succeed. And if you want to learn more about the system and how you can make this all happen, then I recommend that you go click subscribe. Check out the next video on this channel because that's going to be diving into the system on how this all works, how you can actually make it happen with your content, because I just told you the strategy, but I didn't tell you the system to making the strategy work, the engine behind the vehicle. So I'm super excited for you to check out that video because it's going to be blowing your mind. It's going to be super crazy. So check it out, hit the subscribe button. If you want to learn more about me and my business and how I work with people, you can go in the link in the description and check out the free school community there, and I'll be happy to help you and answer any questions you have. So without further ado, thank you so much. Mic drop. Peace.